have been chosen because of the physical advantages you've enjoyed your entire lifetime. With your natural gifts and our determination, we could both be part of something greater. Something perfect. The coagula procedure is a man-made miracle. Our order has been developing it for many, many years. And it wasn't until recently it was perfected by my own flesh and blood. My family and I are honored to offer it as a service to members of our group. Don't waste your strength. Don't try to fight it. You can't stop the inevitable. And who knows? Maybe one day you'll enjoy being members of the family. Behold, the coagula. Yeah, that's what she calls it. Now, I'll control the motor function, so I'll be
me. You'll be me.
Good. Good. You got it quick. Good on you.
Why, yes. Why black people?
Who knows? People want to change. Some people want to be stronger, faster, cooler.
Black is in fashion.
But please don't lump me in with that. You know, I could give a shit what color you are. No. What I want is deeper. I want your eye, man. I want those things you see through.
This is crazy.
Calm down.
The clip that you just heard was from the 2017 movie Get Out, where you can hear them talking about the combining of basically white brains and black bodies to create a super being, the new Aryan race, so to speak. As the clip said, they want what we have, stronger, faster, better. When I saw this movie about 2-3 weeks ago, I was reminded of the segment I did on Rachel Lindsay. And in that segment, I cautioned black women that what they were making by allowing white women and black men to get together was what I call the rise of the super babies, or the mulatto super babies. What kind of hit me to this occurrence back then, a couple of years ago, was on my basketball Twitter, because I'm a Laker fan, and we were talking about who to draft. And they were talking about a local player here in Los Angeles that played at UCLA named Zach LaVine. Now, Zach LaVine at UCLA never really started. He was a bench player, had talent, but was undeveloped, and all the white guys were raving about him. Now, I understood that Zach LaVine had a lot of physical gifts, but the white fans here in Los Angeles were actually riding this guy's jock like he was going to be the next Michael Jordan or something. And I also saw them go gaga over this guy, Aaron Gordon, who played at Arizona, who was also a good player and athletic. And I didn't really get it at first until they actually won the dunk contest and basically got shot into orbit. I'm like, okay, now light-skinned guys have won dunk contests before. It's not unusual, going all the way back into the 80s. Light-skinned guys have won dunk contests. Even white guys have won dunk contests. I didn't see anything special about these two guys going 1 and 2 in the dunk contest. And it didn't dawn on me until I saw their parents. And I realized these weren't just some light-skinned players that all the white guys were raving about. These were mixed players that white guys were raving about. If you look at Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine and change their hairstyle and make them clean shaven, they could almost pass for white people, which doesn't mean much until you realize that for the last 30 years, since Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan came into the league, that the alpha male, or the symbol of masculinity, has been a dark-skinned man. And the white alpha male has had to take a second place in the mindset of what a alpha male actually looks like. Then during the same year, basically the same weekend, Klay Thompson wins the three-point shooting contest and emerges as a star of the Golden State Warriors. And you realize that his parents come from the union of a black NBA player and a white mother. Then I realized, I said, oh shit, these are the new Aryans. These are the image of the Superman. As the old man in the clip says, the perfect combination of black bodies and black gifts along with the white mindset. Then you go back and you look at other prominent stars. You look at Blake Griffin, who is gifted and talented, but he's never won anything or really cracked a consistent all NBA team or all-star game. But white people go gaga over him for the very same reason. He is of mixed heritage. Even though his features are obviously black, the white skin is close enough to where he can be celebrated by white people. He is a combination of a black father and a white mother. He has the physique of a black man and the athletic talent of a black man, but he has something that still signals white culture when you watch him play and see him talk. You look at this year at quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys, in the heart of Texas, where racism still lives, that their beloved Cowboys would be led by a quote-unquote black man, but upon closer inspection, you see that he is a product of a black father and a white mother. And he is with America's team. He is being elevated to a football god. Had Dak Prescott actually made the Super Bowl, his Dallas Cowboy star would have risen so high as to become a legend, even supplanting starting quarterback Tony Romo. Now you see a lot of white Southerners wearing Dak Prescott's jersey and repping Dak Prescott. You see a lot of little white boys with Zach LaVine's poster on the dunk contest up on their wall. You see people down in Phoenix where there's a bastion of interracial marriage. You see a Devin Booker making himself into an all-star, and the throngs of white folks getting behind it and repping his name. Slowly but surely, just like in the movie Get Out, the genius of white people, or white men, taking their alpha male status back by not out-competing black men, but remaking black men in their own image, by using white females to recruit black bodies and produce these biracial super babies, the new white super race. Even on the MGTOW forum and the alt-right, it's something that they suggest, the combining of both worlds to make a better white human being. The intelligence, as they say, of a white man, but with the physical alphaness of a black man. Bigger, stronger, faster, cooler, more swagger, with the determination of a Caucasian. Unless you think that the factory is closed and they're still not producing them, look at Lonzo Ball and his brothers. Lonzo Ball is the top prospect coming out of UCLA coming into the NBA. They're already trying to get him a shoe deal and a clothing deal in his own name. And he's just 18 years old, not even out of college yet. His father, LeVar, has already tapped into the demand for these mulatto super babies and the moral and the psychological high ground of being the new super race or the new white alphas. Hitler tried to create the white super race with the Aryans, the Nordic types with the blonde hair and the blue eyes and the physicalness, and he was shamed by the black man Jesse Owens a little less than 100 years ago. Now the white man has learned his lesson, as in the film Get Out. They're not trying to create the master race as Hitler did. They're trying to create the new Aryan, the new white man, the new Superman, the Barack Obamas, in a sense. the new Aryan in their own image that they can get behind and they can rep and they can take back the alpha high ground that they lost 30 years ago when Michael Jordan soared above the rim and dunked. When Muhammad Ali took on all comers. When Jesse Owens won 4 gold medals at the 36 Olympics in Munich and made Hitler get out of his box and turn around and walk away. There's an old saying, if you can't beat 'em, join 'em. But for white folks said, if you can't beat 'em, remake 'em. With that, that's all I got for this one. This is BGS out.